So with James on the bench,
here we go.
Here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. We've got Garnett, Paul out there with Allen. Then there's Duncan, and it's McGrady in at the 3, the small forward. And for Las Vegas, Durant is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Embiid in at the center position. James kicks to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Driving in. Duncan with the block.
And that's part of his game. Love seeing Duncan just sky up there to reject shots. Does a great job of utilizing that wingspan along with his timing.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And we're at the beginning of a long NBA season, Doris, for a team looking to go the distance. What's the single most important thing to establish early?
Probably, Kevin, the commitment to the collective. You know, there's always going to be new faces. How do you integrate those personalities? Can you get everyone on the same page at the outset? Understand some nights some guys may play, maybe not the next night. Are you committed to the team?
And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Now, here's Lillard. To the inside. It's stolen by Allen. Now the feed to McGrady. At the elbow, Paul. Duncan with a screen on Lillard. Paul for 3. The shot that time, not on target. And it's Las Vegas the other way. LeBron dishes to Lillard. Back to LeBron. Lillard, a screen on McGrady. McGrady against James. Embiid sets the pick for LeBron. Here he goes. Banked in off the glass.
You might want to check your sanity if you're trying to check LeBron James at the cup. My man can score in there.
McGrady with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Kicks it out to Allen. Releases from 15, and the basket is good.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Here is Edwards. Ray Allen picking up that last basket. And the pass to Embiid. And here's KD for 3. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for Las Vegas. Back to McGrady. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Duncan with a screen on Edwards. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on LeBron James.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Las Vegas shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
First free throw is good. Barnes is checked in for LeBron. And McGrady drops them both. Here's KD. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Garnett grabs the board. Las Vegas leading by 4. Paul outside. Lets it go from the wing, and he connects with the jumper.
Well, Paul can be consistent from that part of the floor. Defenses should know you can't allow his mid-range game to start cooking.
Now here's Lillard. Dishes it to Barnes. Embiid with the screen on Allen. Here's Edwards. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Duncan. Allen inside the three-point line. The rebound by KD. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Las Vegas. 6-point game. Edwards passes to Lillard. Back to Edwards. For the 3. That one doesn't go. And it's Las Vegas the other way. And, of course, this is the first they've seen of this Las Vegas ball club since last year.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
You take nothing for granted. These teams are very familiar with one another, and we expect a close contest.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Edwards with another miss.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And he drives in, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
All the officials are all over that.
Las Vegas shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Tracy McGrady at the line for 2.
First one falls for him. And Las Vegas will go for a different look here. Gobert, he's checked in for Embiid. Mobley comes in for Kevin Durant. Baines checked in for Edwards. And Trae Young subbed in for Lillard. And Las Vegas will go for a different look here. Shaq's checked in for Duncan. Nowitzki comes in for Kevin Garnett. Wayne Wade's checked in for Ray Allen. Jason Kidd is subbed in for Paul. And McGrady drops them both.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Las Vegas trails by 11. And first time out of the game called for Las Vegas. Las Vegas on D. Young looking around. There's a screen. Payton for 3. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down. Wade drives in. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Las Vegas trails by 13. Young pass to Bain. Knocked away. It's stolen by Wade. Pass to Nowitzki. Nowitzki sets a screen for Kidd. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Pass to Mobley. Here's Bain. On the wing, Barnes. Over Carter. Las Vegas again missing.
I'm sure if he had the chance to do that possession over again, he would not have taken the shot.
Wade passes to Kidd. And it's Nowitzki at the elbow. Over Mobley. Gobert pulls it in.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Young against O'Neal. Young drives in. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A sneaky scorer in the lane. Young will give you a steady diet of floaters and off-balance shots that defenders just miss getting a piece of.
Now here's Kidd. Gobert with the defensive effort.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
But you think about a guy like Norman Powell, who was really in the second round drafted because of elite athleticism and his defensive ability. But boy, has he turned himself into a scorer.
Las Vegas leading by 13. Here's Wade. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Wade's got his second basket of the game.
Well, they've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Now, here is Young. Here's Barnes, and it's sent back by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
And there it is for us.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Young against Kidd. Young, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Gobert against Carter. Here's Shaq. Barnes grabs the miss.
Unbelievable. He blew that look, guys. No clue what went wrong there.
Deflects the pass. And here we go with Kidd heading to the hoop. It's good. Kidd's got 6.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And so it's Las Vegas out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter.
The other thing they've done really well tonight is stay active defensively. Lots of steals, and that's making a huge difference.
And so it's Ginobili bringing it up now for Las Vegas. They host the Kings after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. So with Duncan sitting on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. We've got Paul, Garnett out there with Wallace, and it's LeBron James, and it's Ginobili in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Edwards got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Garnett with a screen on Murray. Here's Paul. Inside. LeBron outside. 3-pointer. And another 3 for Las Vegas.
Now, this is where you'd like the play to end up, right? LeBron James in rhythm off the catch.
Here's Murray up on top. Defended by Paul. Murray kicks to Simmons. It's tipped. Stolen by Ginobili. Here's LeBron. Again, Las Vegas scores.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Las Vegas trails by 21. It's Edwards on the wing. He's covered by Ginobili. And Edwards with the stop.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. James. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Well, Las Vegas shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He's certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. Wallace with a screen for Paul. Going inside. Rejected by Murray. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Pass to Simmons. He's looking for LeBron and finds him. It's taken away by Wallace. Paul against Edwards. Paul dishes to James. And so many teams looking to space the floor. Greg, how many non-shooters can you play and still have a good offense?
Kevin Garnett.
Well, I think most teams go 4 out, meaning you got to have at least 4 guys that are a threat on the perimeter, keeping a vertical spacer at that dunker spot. But if your dunker can also shoot, man, that puts even more pressure on the defense.
And the former 40th pick, Doris, back in 2015 out of Tennessee. But you know, Josh Richardson has been a rotation player from the very start.
He has, and a starter from his second season forward. Let's remember, in high school he was a two-star recruit. But somehow, with his work, he becomes a quality NBA player that teams love having on their roster.
And he makes the first. And Greg at 6'5" and 200 pounds, not the most imposing frame for Josh Richardson, but he is a quality defender.
Well, a lot of it is between the ears. I mean, the plus wingspan helps, but it's that competitive will that enables him to hold his own.
Here's what Las Vegas has got going right now. Kevin Durant's checked in for Ben Simmons, and Lillard subbed in for Murray. He's perfect from the line this time.
Incredible to think, in LeBron James's most historic career, he's had finals MVPs, regular season MVPs, but this deep into his career, to have led the league in assists, how cool is that?
Durant finds Ingram. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Boy, it's a joy to watch Ingram as he's developed. One of the hardest working players in the game.
Ingram with the steal. Lillard the pass to Edwards. Kevin Garnett with the steal. Nobody near Allen. The three-pointer is right on target. Allen's got his second basket of the night.
And this is Allen's game. One of the quickest releases we've ever seen. Amazing shooting off that pass.
Edwards passes to Durant. Over Garnett. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Las Vegas leading by 18. McGrady with the ball. He's got 9. Drives to the hoop, and he slams it down. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Lillard surveying the D. Durant kicks to LeBron. McGrady against Ingram. Las Vegas again missing. Las Vegas has gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. Paul's shot is off.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
The pass to KD. Here's James. At the elbow, it's Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Las Vegas again missing. Las Vegas has gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. McGrady against Ingram. Rejected by Ingram.
And great use of length by Ingram. Able to react just the timing. When to rise up and swat that one away.
So for Las Vegas, Joel Embiid, he's checked in for James. Mobley comes in for Ingram. And it's Bane in for Edwards. And Las Vegas making a change here as well. Wade's checked in. Into the lane. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
I'll tell you, still such a force on these drives. Dwayne Wade, give him a lane, and he'll take advantage.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to KD. Here's Bane. Embiid with a screen on Allen.
Remaining in the first half.
Outside for Durant. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Allen for the 3, and another 3 for Las Vegas.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Las Vegas calls timeout.
Las Vegas calls timeout.
Embiid dishes to Mobley. Young against Kidd. To the middle. Here's Barnes. Backed in, coming off the assist from Young. Barnes has got his first points in this one.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Las Vegas.
Duncan, the pass to Kidd. And another three for Las Vegas.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Young against Kidd. Shots good from Young. Young's got 6.
Agile move by Young with the defender right in his face, slipping past the contact and getting it to go.
Young against Wade, and Trey Young gets the whistle that time.
First personal
That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
O'Neal's checked in for Las Vegas. Carter comes in for Ray Allen. Kidd attacking. O'Neal trying to break free. Kidd, no good. Las Vegas has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Young pass to Embiid. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Las Vegas. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. Shaq with the screen. It's Kidd with the drop. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Kidd, really just a nightly triple-double threat. Big point guard who can score, pass, and also rebound the ball.
This is his first free throw of the game.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Murray outside. Just 3 on the clock. No good off the back of the rim. And so it's Las Vegas, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. A tremendous game from Tracy McGrady.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
Anthony Edwards out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Durant. Then there's Embiid. And it's LeBron in at the 3 slot.
Well, you think back, guys, to Doug McDermott's time back in college. It was one of those special careers in the long history of the game. After playing all 4 years in college, McDermott was 5th on the college basketball scoring list.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court right now for Las Vegas, we've got Duncan. Garnett out there with Tracy McGrady. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Allen in at the shooting guard. An incredible college player at Creighton. McDermott was a 3-time first-team All-American.
And his senior year, guys, leads the entire nation with over 26 points per game. And now we're seeing that translate to the pro game. Doug has embraced his role as a second-unit scorer.
It's stolen by Duncan. McGrady against Lillard. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Well, at his age, for Kevin Garnett, it's about the passion and toughness allowing him to be successful.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
One shot.
A free throw good from Kevin Garnett.
Well, the league's most valuable player in 2004. What a career KG has had.
James finds Lillard. 90 seconds now into the second half. Embiid sets the pick for Edwards. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, Anthony Edwards has the kind of frame and skill set that can make him a force. But it all comes down to paying the price and putting in the work now.
And so he makes both from the line. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. McGrady against LeBron. McGrady right side. Here's Allen, and the rejection by Embiid.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
Here's Lillard, and he uses the glass on the layup. Lillard's got his first basket.
And you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
That's a 2 from Paul. Las Vegas again missing. And so Lillard will bring it up for Las Vegas. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And there's an edge to Lillard's game. He's fearless, and you can see it when he's finishing in traffic.
Lillard against Paul. Here's McGrady. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. James kicks to Lillard. Edwards looking it over. And he comes up with the deuce. Edwards got 4 points in the quarter.
And this is the time they wanted to mount the rally and get back into it.
McGrady against LeBron. McGrady passes to Allen. James against McGrady. Garnett with the screen on James. Pocket 4. It's good from long range. Paul's got 5 points so far.
Well, over the years, Chris Paul has been such an efficient three-point shooter. He stretches the floor. You've got to honor his ability to shoot it with range.
Offensive rebound. Las Vegas has gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the number of female officials in the NBA has grown in recent years. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "We've expanded our pipeline to greatly increase the pool of potential hires, and we've seen encouraging results. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more women as officials, coaches, and basketball executives in our league." Kevin?
Thank you, DA.
What a scary sight. Joel Embiid with all that momentum taking it to the
Las
hoop.
Vegas
Looking
calls timeout.
So it's Las Vegas now. Kidd passes to O'Neal. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. O'Neal a screen on Ingram. LeBron with it. Now defended by Gobert.
9'9" standing reach.
Here's Ginobili. Cans the shot from the wing. Ginobili's got his second basket. For Las Vegas, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Young dishes to Ingram. Pass to Bing. To the paint. Here's Mobley. That shot misses. And it's Las Vegas the other way. Doris, you look at Marcus Morris, a very solid 3 and D type of forward.
That's exactly right, because think about it, Morris, early in his career, there was a reluctance to shoot the range shot. He was more mid-range guy, but credit him for putting in the work. Now Marcus is a deadly three-point shooter, and he brings a size and physicality on the defensive end.
Ingram deciding where to go with it, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's LeBron. That shot, no good.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Kidd against Young. And there's the call on Ginobili. That's his first foul. You know, Doris, we see a lot of retired NBA players getting into ownership. Now there is some talk of current players getting some equity in teams. You see that happening?
You know, I'm not sure, to be honest with you, Kevin. What I love is retired players getting involved, whether it's Grant Hill, now Dwayne Wade, Shaquille O'Neal. They want to be in positions of ownership, and I think it's absolutely brilliant. But I do think I'd rather see current players just lock in on their careers than get involved in investing in current teams.
Kidd, no good.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Young against James. Young drives in, converts on the jumper for the easy two. Young's got 8.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Here's Kidd. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
And Kidd using that size well inside. Fantastic with the read of the D there and exploiting the weakness.
Ingram outside. No good there. Nice defense from Wallace. Las Vegas leading by 23. Outside Kidd. Nowitzki against Simmons. And it's Nowitzki penetrating. He doesn't hit that one. Las Vegas, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Payne passes to Simmons. The dish to Young. Ingram outside. Over Ginobili. Passes it to Payne. Just 5 on the clock. And the rejection by LeBron.
4-second shot
Wow,
clock violation.
LeBron James sends it
Las
back
Vegas ball.
emphatically. That was a message
Checking in for Las Vegas.
So for Las Vegas, Barnes comes in for Ingram. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Young. Carter, he's checked in for Las Vegas. Dwayne Wade comes in for Jason Kidd. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Ginobili outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Wade, and it's Wade with the jam.
Okay, Dwayne Wade still showing a little get up and go at the rim. Nice dunk.
Here's Payne. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Well, staying focused on the task at hand. You heard it in Coach Lou's voice, urging his guys on.
All about focus and how you execute at this point. Tough to beat.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with James on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Barnes out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Embiid. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Murray in at the 1. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Mobley, he's checked in for Las Vegas. Duncan, he's checked in for Las Vegas. Here's Wade. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. on the wing, Barnes. Now the pass to Lillard. And Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated by what they're calling a foul today?
Personal foul.
You know, I
First
would
team
based
foul.
on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans seem to love it, but at the end of the day, you still got to get after it defensively.
Tries from 10. Good work there as it goes. Murray's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Las Vegas. Las Vegas leading by 23. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Wade, bounce pass. Here's Duncan. Back to Wade. Over Mobley. Takes it from 10. Hit the putback. Duncan on the follow.
Tim Duncan.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Lillard against Wade. Now, here's Lillard. He's covered closely.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Murray against Paul. Kicks to Carter. Pass to Duncan. Shoots over Lillard. And Duncan gets it to go on the assist from Carter. Duncan's got 4 points this quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pulls from the top of the key. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Las Vegas.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, and something else that served them well are all the turnovers they've caused and the points that have come along with those.
Duncan with the bucket.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
For Las Vegas, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Lillard with it, guarded now by Duncan, and it's Lillard missing. And here's Las Vegas. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to Las Vegas. They'll retain possession.
Las Vegas ball.
So for Las Vegas, James checked in for Barnes, and Anthony Edwards subbed in for Damian Lillard. And then for Las Vegas, Kevin Garnett. He's checked in for O'Neal. McGrady comes in for Carter. And it's Allen in for Dwayne Wade. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Good on the three-point shot.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Embiid finds James. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league. But who is the toughest matchup for you when you play?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. Don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that league guard position.
Durant's checked in for Las Vegas. Young comes in for Murray. And Las Vegas making a change here as well. James checked in for Chris Paul. James outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To stop the drought, Duncan with the block. And they get it back. A nice shot by Katie.
Yeah, Kevin Durant's ability to catch and release before the defense can react, so critical, so sweet.
with some arc, and LeBron with the layup.
James.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Young passes to Embiid. He dishes it to Durant. There's the drive. James kicks to Embiid. Embiid sets the pick for Young. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And for a big man, Embiid sees the floor as well as any big. Recognizes when one of his guys has an opening for a shot.
James, a screen on LeBron. McGrady passes to James. Back to McGrady. Beyond the arc. They get it again. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for Las Vegas. Young dishes to Edwards. Back to Young. Edwards a screen on McGrady. Young inside. McGrady covering. Young's shot is off. For Las Vegas, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. McGrady kicks to LeBron. Wants to get it to Duncan, and does. Good, and the assist goes to James.
Assisted by
That's now 8 points for
LeBron
Duncan.
James.
Boy, I'm not sure we've ever seen a passer better than LeBron James. Always able to keep the whole team involved.
We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg.
2 minutes.
What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
And well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path. And I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience,
Shooting for Las Vegas.
for the environment, for the networking, right? So you're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't into college, aren't into school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
1:53 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's James over James. LeBron shot is off. Las Vegas has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. LeBron kicks to KD. Pass to Embiid. Over Allen. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist from KD. And that's now 7 points for Joel Embiid.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total
Las Vegas
match and a true show
Joel
of strength
Embiid.
for Las
First
Vegas.
personal foul.
As one-sided as it
First
gets
team
today,
foul.
you know, there were some dominant moments
Shooting for
in
Las
about every
Vegas.
facet of this game for that
LeBron
team.
James.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin,
Taking
it's
2
hard to
shots.
think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Garnett.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
Greg, last season, we saw a lot of opinions about the play-in tournament, especially from players. Where did you fall on that thinking?
Well, I'm going to put on my fan hat right now, Kevin, and I thought it was exciting. I mean, seeing the stakes get raised for those teams that are right on the edge, I think it brings more interest for teams. But if I was still playing, I probably wouldn't like it if I had locked up the playoffs and still had to go play to earn a berth.
Embiid, the pass to Edwards. Rebound by Wallace. Las Vegas, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. It's stolen by Edwards. Murray with it. He's picked up by Kidd. Such a wide open look.
Yeah, tireless worker, always looking for ways to improve. LeBron James has never looked more comfortable from 3.
LeBron outside. Duncan with the screen for James. And that one,
LeBron
good.
James.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
And Murray, here we go. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Embiid sets the pick for Durant. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
And here is Kidd. So we see Las Vegas taking the W here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they control the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.